Yeah, I think going going into it with the right mentality is really important. And I was pretty lucky because I think I had a good mentality going into it because I I was aware of what they had to offer, but I didn't. It's not everything. Some people go into the academy thinking that at the end of the 3 years you're going to be, just have a line of people wanting you to do commissions for them and to, have your whole life worked out, which I definitely did a little bit for sure. But but I mean it's very much like I think it's a third of what it takes, like the academy stuff. Like if you want to be like a representational or to have like a technique be a big part of what you do as a painter. But it teaches you the tools, but then you still also have to have the why, and that can only really come from you. And I think it's good. Like I think it's good that the school doesn't try to teach that. But I think like people need to be like aware that you have to kind of figure that out. And then also like there's this whole marketing side, and to make sure that you don't have to like say, oh, I'm going without meat this month or something like that, to make sure you can still like bring food to the table. um but yeah, so like there's definitely like these three different avenues. So like going into it I was pretty aware that these were the tools, and that I had to use them for something. I couldn't just like stay in this world of very like academic painting for my whole life, and I didn't want to. Maybe some people like that works for them, but it's not for me. But anyway, so like going into it I was still like applying to like show my work in local places, like in my hometown, like when I was back in the summer and stuff like that. So I was always looking at seeing how I can market myself, and then how I can also like kind of explore these paintings I want to do outside of the unbelievably busy schedule at the academy, but like during breaks and stuff like that. But it was always kind of on the back of my mind, even if I wasn't able to actually like do any personal paintings or anything like that outside the academy. But I was just kind of aware that these were tools, and I was kind of thinking about like just playing around with ideas of like, oh, what am I going to do after the academy? And I think that's really a good thing to do, because like I think just like being aware of what it is that you want to achieve. Like for some people it might be much, kind of a spectrum. People might be much more like kind of academically inclined, and other people might be much more kind of on the fringes. But I think just being aware of that at the beginning, or at least having an idea, even though it could change a lot, and I'm sure it will like by the end, but just to be aware of that I think is really important.